Alright, what's going on everyone? So today we're going to be doing some gameplay abilities of the summoned Symbiote. So everyone should have got the 1-star Symbiote with the most recent update back on the 2nd. So I've been able to rank up mine to rank 4. So I haven't seen much gameplay of him, so I thought I'd show him off, show what he can do. At rank 4, you can get rank 4 just by doing first clear of Epic, but to get into rank 5, you need to do 100% of Epic. So I'm working on that. Hopefully I'll have a really short video of 100% of him at rank 5 when I get that. But I just want to go over his stats and stuff, because he's pretty good at... He's actually very good at rank 4. He's about the stats of a R3 5-star, maybe about like 20% higher. So he's got 1400 attack, 17,000 health, so he's quite tanky. Low crit rating, low crit damage rating, relatively low armor and block as well. So his stats aren't that good. You can see the challenger rating 100 means that he is equivalency of that 5-star R3, 4-star 550. He's got no synergies. He only has 2 special attacks. Signature ability doesn't play well with others, doesn't really have any effects, and that's his abilities. 30% chance to inflict bleed, and a passive that he receives 500 critical rating when they're under a debuff. So, we're going to hop right in here. You can see I'm already in the first quest, Epic difficulty. I've already hit 100% on that, but I'm just going to redo it. Just to show off what he can do, because his bleed damage and his regular damage, they're pretty good. So, I didn't mention it before, but you can see that he is universal class. If you've never seen that symbol before, that's what that means. It's the same thing as the Collector and Maestro. So he has class advantage to everyone. However, he is still affected by those nodes like Split Atom, where it's all champion classes but Science reduce their attack. So he does actually get the attack reduction from that. That was something I was interested to see about. But it's a shame, because I was hoping that Epic difficulty has a lot of those nodes now, and it's honestly just a pain in the ass. So. Against Emma Frost, we're not going to be able to bleed her. You also need to be very careful not to get hit, but also that her she's not going to be reducing my or not going to be reversing my controls with her special attacks. So that is an absolute pain in the ass if you're like me, and forget about it, because she needs her dupe to reverse controls. You can see I'm starting to get bleeds. They're hitting at about 100 per tick, which is good. It's good. So he's hitting for about the same damage. I can't really see against Emma Frost because she is reducing that kind of stuff. It's not going to get the kill. All in all, he's got some pretty good animations. I think it's Sabretooth's base animation, Sabretooth's SP1, his heavy but Carnage is SP2. So he's got a heavy hit count on that SP2. Plus it looks really cool. I'm a fan of Carnage's animations. Sabretooth's, they're relatively unique. They're pretty well synced up. They're not. It's not going to be. They're not awful. They're not my favorite animations. They're not as smooth as some other champions, but they're good. They're good. I'm glad that they at least varied it instead of just giving him straight all of Carnage's or straight all of Sabretooth's. On Captain Marvel should be an easier fight. You see, we're hitting those 900 bleeds, 1300 light crit. 1300 medium crit, 800 light. So he's not extremely damage heavy. I imagine at R5 he'll be hitting not terrible, but he won't be hitting great either. I think his main aspect is his tankiness with 17,000 health at what he is right now. That's the same. That's just a little bit lower by about 2k that my 5-star R4 Spark has. And he's not maxed out yet, so. Symbiote isn't maxed out. Next up, I think we have Hulkbuster. Relatively easy fight again. All these are relatively easy fights. I'm just showing off. He doesn't have much going for him. It's the boosts that are just massive with him. And you know what? I think I might buy a couple before we do this fight here and just see what he can do while running like a Fury boost or something. We'll just use up a couple. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, relatively smooth animations. Nothing fantastic. I think with the these boosts is where he really gets good. That's where most of his, that's where all of his abilities come from. That's where everything interesting happens. But he's really good. The fact that you get him for free, it costs 1 gold per rank up as long as you find the catalysts, which you can find from event quests anyways. It's fantastic. It's a free max 4-star, a free basically gets up to, I think they said he was higher than a 6-star. He takes a massive leap with his next rank. He took massive leaps with every single rank that I gave him. So him doing this at R4 is really good. Can't wait to see what it does at R5. It's definitely the most interesting event Kabam has come out with in a very, very long time. Instead of just rehashing the same old events, like now they got MODOK's Labs back with the random buffs, but it's more difficult. I tried first day, I haven't tried since then. It's insanely difficult, such a pain. And you'll run into like Infinity War, Iron Man, Omega Red, just awful nodes. Just shred straight through her. Yeah, I'm sure this is great for newer people. If they run through first heroic, you can probably get them to like rank 2. And if you keep going, you definitely get into rank 3. First clear of Master. I think it's maybe Master 100% will get you to R4. I'm not sure on the exact number of catalysts that the other difficulties give you. I know you need 15. No. Yeah, you need 15 total. And first clear epic, gives you 10. And full 100% will give you 15. And he needs all 15 to go to rank 5. I'll just pop in against Psylocke. I think the final boss. We'll go in. I'll show you some of the boosts from the store before we fight that last Carnage boss. Be cheeky there, the heavy. And I'll do the SP2. And gone. I really like that SP2. It's a great animation. He looks really cool, this character. Yeah, it's not really much to say about him, just because his abilities are kind of but some of the boosts are just really cool. There's the boost that simulates the node that reverses your health. I think it's every 10 seconds for like 5 seconds. You'll switch health bars, so if you time it perfectly, you can get him down to like 1k health, and then as soon as health bars switch, you smack on SP2 or SP3. They do only work in event quests, and the Alliance War node now has it so that you're actually going to be taking 200% more health. They added that as a universal node. Yeah. I haven't heard of anyone actually bringing him. I think I saw him Reddit. I saw someone on Reddit had him on defense just for one war, I think, and he would be taking 200% more health, so it's just not worth it. So that's all the easy fights. Carnage is a relatively okay fight, but I think he has the increased power gain. by 100 or 200%. So we'll check out his nodes, hop to the store. So let's see what he's got. Yes, he's got 100% increased power gain, oscillate, replicate. So we're going to hop over to the store really quick and see all the fancy buffs that you can give him. With these, I think they're called Symbioid strands, I believe. I'll check that out real quickly. Yeah, so the Clintar strands. So the Clintar strands you get from special events. That's all I've gotten from 100% or first clear. And you see they're not that expensive. Frenzy, Evolution. This one is really good. I think for the for that gold symbiote in the third quest of the event, I think that'll be really good. Perfect block at full health. That's an interesting one. Increased damage for each armor up. Debuffs lasts 100% longer. Let's try one of those. I don't want to spend too much of these. I just want to show what he can do. Execute the defender. That's interesting. Gain a random buff. That looks like way too much fun to not try. Power start 1. That's quick reflexes. Dodging fills your dexterity. That's pretty cool. Or sorry, fills your power bar with whatever you dodged. Hitting a time removes all buffs. Yeah, there's a lot of really different things. This is the upon using an SP2, you switch bars. So that's the one I was talking about before, but it's on activating an SP2. 70% chance to, that's Tenacious, that's Agent Venom's. Undying, Indestructible, and Unstoppable for the first 5 seconds of the fight. And what's this one? Critical Defender, place a critical bleed on them. Let's try that one too. Okay, so we have a couple. Let's hop back in and see what all of them can do when we pop all of them. We'll also see if they just last for one fight or what. So let's see here. So let me buy all of them. So the last 20 minutes, at least that one does. Another 20 minutes. Yeah, Total Carnage. So debuffs last longer. We're going to be activating critical bleed when we hit a crit on bleed, and we get the random buff. So let's try that against the Carnage. So bleeds are just going to shred straight through them with 100% longer duration, and if we get a critical hit on them, we're going to land a critical bleed. So hopefully this makes the fight last longer. I've had this fight last forever just because of the increased power gain. I think I was using Morto earlier. Look at that critical. Look at all those critical bleeds now. You see, critical bleeds doing about 800 per tick. That's what I can see. Ran out of bleeds. Let's get a dodge another SP2 here. It's flashing its block. I could just go in for it, but I don't trust myself to be able to finish it just in time. Not with no bleeds going on right now. There he goes. Look at all the bleeds I just placed like that, and he's done. So that's just showing off what some of the damage buffs can do. I imagine if you throw even more buffs on him, he can do a lot more. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I think this is it's a very fun event. You can name your symbiote. I think my symbiote's name is Kevin. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think this is one of the better events that Kabam has put out recently. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I will hopefully have some gameplay when he is rank 5.